Hello and welcome to this advanced lecture series on life cycle costing of corrosion in the oil and gas industry. I'm Saurabh Kumar, BTech Honors IIT Kharagpur with 19 years of international experience in offshore and subsea oil and gas projects, and I'll be your guide throughout this coursework. So let's try to start with what is life cycle costing and why is it important. So life cycle costing is a very early stage calculation or study performed uh, at a stage when management is still conceiving of whether or not to put the project in place. So it is very essential for operators who are the owners or operator companies dealing in oil and gas projects, and a good life cycle costing analysis helps make very informed decisions for the management to be able to act upon, and it also helps you choose the most economical as well as the most reliable option to pursue in executing the project. So there are many decisions that affect the cost of overall cost of the project, and sometimes there can be hidden costs throughout the service life of an asset which one may not have perceived, one may not have foreseen at an early stage of the project. That is why this science has developed over time, and now is almost an essential part of the early stage conceptual work being done to decide whether or not the project should be executed, and also which option to take if at all the project is executed. So moving on to so as I mentioned, this course addresses the important subject of the analysis of life cycle cost of corrosion as may be applied in the oil and gas production industries. Now, this course is expected to guide the analyst to corrosion specific subjects for inclusion in overall analysis. So we are not doing an overall LCC analysis in this coursework. We are focusing on a specific aspect of corrosion related subjects which are to be considered in a life cycle costing analysis of offshore or subsea oil and gas assets. Now, the process of life cycle costing has recently been standardized in ISO 15663 parts 1 to 3. However, previously, much of the technical content regarding life cycle costing due to corrosion was available from NACE material and former NORSHOC standards. However, much of these standards have been withdrawn by now, and so ISO 15663 parts 1 to 3 is the governing standard code from where you can refer to and use it in conjunction with this coursework. So now moving on, just a brief overview of what this course will offer you. So chapter 1 abstract, we are already on it. Chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5 gives you a bird's eye view of the process of life cycle costing for data gathering and um, analysis and results to be considered. So chapter 6 presents a compilation of corrosion cost data. So this is very important, how corrosion cost data is gathered and gathered and and then we have the life cycle cost of corrosion for new facilities. This is chapter 7. Now, chapter 8 to chapter 12 are also referred to as Annexure A to Annexure E throughout this coursework. So, chapter 8 becomes Annexure A and chapter 12 becomes Annexure E. So, chapter 8 presents example data recording forms. These are very helpful in recording the corrosion costs or corrosion related costs to the project at various stages of the project life cycle. So this will help you understand how the data is important in almost every stage of a offshore oil and gas project. Now, Chapter 9 presents classification, definition, and collection of the costs of corrosion, examples of formulae. Again, Chapter 10 presents examples of some more formulae. Chapter 11 presents a case study which is very interesting. It considers the example of an offshore subsea pipeline project, and it carries out a life cycle cost analysis with various options to evaluate which option is most economical as well as safe. So please do go through this chapter very carefully. It will help you understand and develop confidence in executing a life cycle costing analysis for future projects. And now finally, chapter 12 presents quantifying the consequences of risk in life cycle cost analysis. So this presents the cost of failure, or the cost of uh, likely failure to 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 affect the life cycle cost analysis. So how it affects the LCC analysis, it will also be explained. So although the risk analysis in detail is not explained, but the consequences of the risk to the life cycle cost analysis are explained at length. So this brings us to the end of chapter 1. Uh, Please do go through chapter 2 as well. That will help you better understand some of the basic definitions and abbreviations to be used in this coursework. And although wherever mathematical models are included, the variables have been defined and explained in the following uh, space. And so I hope you enjoyed participating in this course, and I hope you continue with this coursework. This will help you gain a lot of confidence in carrying out early stage life cycle costing analysis for a project under conception. And so without much further ado, I wish to thank you for participating. This is Saurabh Kumar signing out. See you in the next chapter. Bye.